this video, I will talk about the Islam and democracy. We are looking this case in the we look the case of the Iran, Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, and also Indonesia. I will start with the comparison, and differences and similarities about democracy and Islam, and after that I will give a little information about Islam religion, and we look the case of the Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, and Indonesia. There are a number of perspectives on the compatibility of Islam and democracy. Democracy among Islam scholars, the Muslim public, and also Western political theorists. Some contemporary Islamic thinkers whose ideas were especially popular in 1970s and in 1980s have rejected the notion of democracy as a foreign idea of incompatible with Islam, but others have argued that traditional Islamic concepts such as maslaha, adl, and shura. Shura is consultation, maslaha public interest, and adl justice. These concepts justify the existence of representative state institutions that resemble Western democracy. Also, I give a little information about the Islam religion. Islam is the second largest religion in the world after Christianity. There are with about 1.8 billion Muslims worldwide. Islam started in Mecca in modern day Saudi Arabia during the time of Prophet Muhammad. During the time of Prophet Muhammad's life, the followers of Islam are called Muslims. After Muhammad's passing, Islam began to spread rapidly. A series of leaders known as caliphs became successors to Muhammad. This system of leadership, which was run by Muslim ruler, became known as Caliphate. And after that, democracy in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia's king is chosen by his predecessors from the male descendants of the country's founder, and this decision, or we can say this choice, must be approved by the Council of Senior Prince, the Allegiance Council. Also, the king rules for life. Saudi Arabia's absolute monarchy restricts almost all political rights and civil liberties. After that, second state, Malaysia. At first Malaysia in religion, and after that with democracy. Malaysia and religion. Malaysia originated from a small coastal city called Malacca. Today, Malaysia is a federal with 13 states and 3 federal territories. The capital is Kuala Lumpur, and the head of the state is King. According to United States populations prospects, 63% of population believe Islam. 18.7% of population believe Christianity, and the other populations believe Hinduism and Buddhism. After that, Malaysia and democracy. Malaysia's ability to integrate religion, secularism, and modernity into a successfully functioning government within a highly pluralistic society has resulted from the meeting three major civilizations. It is Indian, European, and Chinese, and also two colonial systems. Unlike to other colonized societies, Malaysia experienced peaceful decolonization, which, along with a history of accommodating elites, resulted in an independent state that kept intact many of the democratic process. And Indonesia, and if you compare these two states, Malaysia and Indonesia, we can say that about Malaysia, it is moderate. Islam is the largest faith group, but in Indonesia it is radical, and it is difference in Malaysia between Malaysia and Indonesia. In Malaysia radical, in Indonesia radical, in Malaysia moderate, but a similarity in these two governments. The Islam is the largest faith group in these two countries. And also we can say that Indonesia characterized by political unrest and riots, but Malaysia characterized by political stability, and this case also the difference between these two states, and that's all.